So this video is kind of be this will be the next question, but I know the last video I kind of pretty much went over a lot of this stuff already in a rant. But I still want to just make the video and read it off. But a lot of it most likely would be stuff that I said in the previous video. How can I be profitable and successful in this? In my opinion, each trader will take a different things to be successful. Some people may need patience, others it may be consistency, etc. Once you figure out what your personality type is and match it with a trading plan, you will begin to excel. What I did was look at some of the data from what the 80% were doing, then started making plans that did the opposite. I then also looked at what the successful traders were doing and then copied their systems. I started a routine that works with your trading strategy. Track trades, journal, and screen record. Look for people like-minded and learning how to trade too, so you can feed off of each other and also hold each other accountable when trading. Excuse me. I started like a Telegram with my brothers and stuff like that, and slowly add a little other people. It's not that many right now, but it's just something to try to get out there a little more. Strength and psychology, because in trading there will be losses. There will also be multiple profits and profit. And can you keep the same mindset during both scenarios? If not, how can you develop a plan to get to the point where you can? Once you find a trading strategy that works for you and you have the data to support its success, stick to it. Don't try to deviate, tweak it. If it doesn't work on the trade, trust the process. If you have a 70% win ratio, understand that you will lose 30% of the time, and that is okay because it's also part of the trading strategy. And a lot of times people don't do that. And again, including myself, deviating from what I developed personally for me. And I will say one of the main reasons I did deviate was in the transition from Forex into futures and then into the prop firms, because dealing with those type of things, it would, especially dealing with prop firms, it was like you had to close your trades out by a certain time. And dealing with that is like going from holding trades anywhere from an hour to 5 days, 7 days, and not being able to do that anymore, and kind of try to condense my strategy and kind of switch to like more of a day trader. And not to say I couldn't have some success with it, but I feel or I believe that I can do that, but not to the degree where I can be consistently not over trading and things like that. I prefer doing it, going back to my kind of swing intermediate day trading style. And again, certain pairs trade differently. Certain pairs have different hold times, and all that data was tracked when I did my back testing and stuff like that. So I'll be now going more back to that because again, that's what worked for me, and that's where I did my best trades, and I had the clear setups versus trying to trade on smaller time frames and not being able to consistently get those because it's not as clear. Um, and then the last thing, stop focusing on daily profits and look for great weeks and months, not just days. And again, going what I was saying, don't let a day of losses stop me from trading my strategy to precision. And again, like you say, you'll have those 30. So again, if you have a 70-30% ratio win, let's say, and that's pretty much what mine was. As long as I'm following my strategy, my swing, what I was talking about, that's pretty much my win ratio over I've done so many back testing trades, probably over like more than 5,000 at this point, but way more than that. Like they near probably like 10,000, but trades I done put in. But out of those trades, the ones that I tracked, and I've tracked over 5,000. I know that for sure. I just stopped, you know, doing certain things after a certain point. But it's typically around that ratio as long as I follow what I'm supposed to do. And that is the key. Like I said, I try to deviate from that. And that's not what I had developed. And that is not what works for me. And that's not really what I want, the type of trader I want to be long term or consistently. I don't want to have to necessarily be in the markets looking for something every day or scoping and seeing the volumes and putting different indicators and things like that on it. I want to have my select pairs that I trade, see what I'm gonna do. I start doing Monday through Wednesday, maybe some Thursdays, and then have 3 to 4 day weekends always, and take off whenever I feel like it because it's not really that pressing. Even if I do that, it's most likely gonna be like 6 a.m. to 11 a.m., 12 a.m. at the latest. So it's not going to be like something that I have to do all day. And even then, a lot of times you can multitask when it comes to trading once you get to a certain point. Especially if you already see the setup, you already done your charting. You honestly set an alarm, and when the alarm go off, you blow. Let me get up and look at the chart and whatever. But it's better to be alert and ready, but at the same time, you can still have it open in a laptop with an alarm just in case you're looking at something else or working on something else. It'll alert you and you can just look over at it and place your trade. Mm. Ultimately, give yourself grace and time to really learn how to trade successfully and effectively. Don't focus on what others say they are making from trading. Understand that your journey is your journey. Focus on building up all the small wins that form into big wins. This is important. This is very important. On YouTube, on everything else, you see everybody else driving these fancy cars, making millions of dollars, going on trips, having all these things. Not saying it's fake, not saying it's all fake. Some people are legitimately getting money out here. It's very easy to get money out here nowadays if you know what to do and how to do it. So, not saying that, but a lot of times people aren't really documenting the journey and the hardships that they've gone through in how many years. Like I said in my last video, I've been doing this 3 years. And technically, I still ain't profitable consistently. So, a lot of times, and that's being real. And a lot of people would have quit or done this, but I can't. I don't really feel like it would be fair for me to quit because of the time and effort that I put into it. One, and then two, because ultimately I've only not been profitable because I don't. I wasn't following what I was supposed to be doing. And then when I did, like I said, once I got to the live money, my psychology or my mindset kind of switched from breaking the strategy of getting greedy and things like that. So I can't say it's anybody's fault but myself because I haven't been doing what I was supposed to be doing. Everyone has their own idea of what success means to them. You must do the same. Figure out what some people want to retire with a mansion, some people want to just travel the world. Figure out what works for you and work with that and keep it simple. An example, if I'm working a job, making $20 an hour, working 5 10-hour days, that would make $1,000 every without taxes taken out. After taxes, say $750 a week for 50 hours of my life, versus taking my skills of trading, exploiting a moment in the market that I see on a Monday that has potential to give me a 1 to 3 setup on a risk of $350, and I get $1,000 in 1 to 6 hours. I can now potentially spend that time with my loved ones or start my own business or do whatever else To a lot of people, just being able to add an extra $1,000 to $3,000 a month to their income is success. That also goes back to the last video when it was saying 20% of people that do this are successful or can make or can pull money out of the market. So again, an extra $1,000 to $3,000 a month on top of your income already would be really added and a really nice add. I don't want to make this video too much longer. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one. As you can see, the next video is how long will it take.